Let's turn my workshop from broken disaster into a useful, organized crafting paradise. Bonjour! I have just finished a few projects, my workshop is a mess, my head is a mess, and someone broke my sewing table. I'm not gonna say who it was, but you've seen him before on this channel. This is where we are now. It is not a total disaster. I just need to clean up a few things, but look. Just a few pieces of wood to make sure it doesn't fall down. But this work table that I've made myself with love is kind of falling apart. There is too much weight on it, and if using those IKEA cubes, I should have put like a big plank to support the floor. Two of the wheels have broken down, and also with the weight of all these boxes, the sides are starting to fall apart. This is happening on all four corners. Also here, and also here. Also, this is just a piece of MDF where I put a lot of varnish. I destroyed it in some places because I was not thinking. So I'm going to build a new work table while still trying to save those cubes because I need a lot of place to organize of my sheet and hopefully make something that can withstand all the messy work that I do and something that is very strong and sturdy and doesn't risk to fall apart on me. Also, can you tell that I made my sweater myself? Who said yes? Okay, you're right. I'm just starting with crochet, okay? This is looking extremely professional. Is this the back? Or the inside? Okay, let's organize. Okay, let's empty this up. Now we disassemble all the elements. Fortunately, I have a lot of power tools available. Speaking of using power tools, this video is sponsored by Lilo. Yep! Lilo has long established itself as a luxury pleasure brand, leading the market in innovation, design and quality. But it is more than just pleasure toys, it is a self-care movement. Because in those troubled times, we all deserve a little bit of pleasure. Whether with a friend or on your own, they have a wide variety of choice for every use. Lilo believes that satisfaction transcends gender, orientation, race, or age. That pleasure should be shameless, empowering, and just a part of a very fulfilled, intimate life. That's important. I like that they promote sex positivity and diversity because it is for everyone. But also that they care about physical health as well as mental health and how knowing yourself is a part of that. Their product, for example the Sila, is a beautiful example of that mission. It uses gentle sonic waves to stimulate without direct contact, creating a soft sensation that is perfect for exploration. It's rechargeable, waterproof, and made with ultra-smooth silicone. It is a true luxury experience. And honestly, the design is beautiful and discreet enough that you can leave it on your bedside table and it's fine. If you've been curious about luxury intimate self-care, this is your sign. Head up to the link in the description and get my code hazariel10 to get a stackable discount. Big thanks to Lilo for supporting this channel and helping people feel good. You go have fun later, but I still have a lot of work to do, so let's go. Oh look! This was from my spider web dress. This was the hat, and this was part of the skirt. Adrien! Who decided to glue this in place? It is very well done. This is not moving. I think I have to disassemble the whole thing. Listen to that. The IKEA furniture is pretty low quality, so I was just trying to not destroy it while removing this glued-on thing, which meant going super slow. But it worked, kinda. The quality at IKEA has really gone downhill. A friend of mine has the exact same piece, but bought a while ago, and it's much heavier and much sturdier. It's a mess. Might not be able to make it look new, but hopefully I can reassemble it. So there isn't too much damage, so it should be fine. There's not structural problems. I'm gonna try to fix those a little bit. We should be good with some glue. And if I manage to put the other back together and it's not too much warped. Now, cleaning up again, gluing it on, and I can go to bed. Colle à bois. That is good for today. Will it be all perfect and new? Probably not. But it will be repaired. The wood glue will prevent any moisture. And I think I repaired most of the damage and the cracking. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye! On our way to get some wood. Of course, I did some recruiting, so I have 2 extra pairs of arms. Ignore the state of the car. In the old wood, I think we have something. Maybe we can like cut the feet with this. And it's gonna save us a lot in wood. First of all, can you please enjoy how well organized the garage is? There is still this big pile to get rid of, but soon we might have gotten rid of all the furniture from the previous owner. Does somebody want a leather couch? The assembly is not super complicated. I feel like compared to sewing, woodworking is not that complex, at least for the basic stuff. The geometry is quite straightforward. It's mostly a bunch of rectangles. You don't have like annoying armhole curves that needs to fit perfectly into a different shape of curve. You don't have to keep track of the spatial geometry of very weird shapes that are crumpling around in the soft material. Solide! Folded all different kinds of ways, while it is still supposed to fit around a soft, curved object that is a human body. While also being well fitted and comfortable, it feels much easier and I don't have to use too much of my brain while doing this. Now for the rings. Well, it is true that I'm not making the most complicated furniture. But it is pretty fun to DIY your own furniture. It is loud, but it does have sparkles. Tout fixé. Ah, chier l'étiquette là. So to protect the edge of the plywood while also being able to remove it if needed, we can add some edging. I don't know how you call this.
Une cornière.
Une cornière. So it goes like this, and it should make a nice and strong edge, while also looking quite neat. this work? It's okay. Time to put everything back together. So this and the second reassembled one are going to go in there, which means I need to move this here, and this one is going to go on top of the other two, so it's like a whole shelf of stuff. You stay here, beautiful. And then I'm gonna organize everything before I can bring the new table. So what's the least worst side? So the whole thing is not super secure, so I think I'm gonna add a screw holding those two together, and those as well, and maybe something to hold like the top of this to the wall. Better. Okay, let's do some organizing of the fabric so I can free up this space and bring up the big table. First off, books.
A primeira vez que eu te vi, menina, meu coração pulou pra boca.
It's like 1 millimeter. Okay, so some books are gonna have to go over there.
Meu coração pulou pra boca. Da primeira vez que eu te vi, menina, meu coração pulou pra boca. Nem no TikTok, no Instagram de artista, corpo de mestiça, de tanta coisa boa. Te quero dar um beijo. Te quero dar um beijo na garoa. Te quero dar um beijo na garoa.
Merci. I did found this in the garage. I think one is broken, but it will be perfect to hang some tools here. Just like the minimum, so I don't have to go in the garage all the time. That's perfect. There are holes on both sides of the sink. I don't want to build more there. I will probably redo this whole thing at some point. So I found this planter, and that should be perfect to dry all my containers. Et voilà. So when I'm drafting my patterns, I usually use the most basic paper that I have in hand. But while building this, I wanted to have like a dispenser of paper because I found this supplier of these big rolls of paper. It's made for these huge printing machines. The paper is fine, it's a bit thin, but it's okay. And I paid 8 euros for this. That means it's even cheaper than craft paper. So the idea is to have it like this on a curtain rod, and it will make drafting pattern pieces much easier.